I knew that meant that, my hair was locking. Well, I remember the first time I knew I had a bud in my hair. It was definitely, I didn't even really know. My loctician told me. So it was so cool. Like, I was getting my hair retwisted. I was probably maybe my second wash and retwist in. And I was getting my twist, and she was telling me, like, girl, like, I feel something back here in the back. I feel like you got two buds back here. And I'm like, what? I thought I only had one. She's like, girl, you got two buds back here. And I didn't even know it. Like, it was the most exciting moment because, in the beginning, you feel like you don't see anything happening. You don't know anything is happening. You don't. It's not so someone else tells you sometimes that you know that things are actually happening and working. So for me, I was like, oh my gosh, it's working. It's really happening. Although it was one lock all the way in the back. No one could see it, but it was one. And one lock meant it was progress. It was doing what it was supposed to do. So I'm like, oh my gosh. Yes, 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 yes. It's doing what it's supposed to do. That was the most exciting part of the lock journey, the budding phase. If you guys are getting locked out there, I'm gonna tell you what to look for. Like the budding phase, you're gonna feel like it's gonna feel like little spitballs in the middle of your hair, like little rocks, little pebbles right in the middle or any part of the hair. You're gonna feel like these little knots, these little rocks. You know, that's the one thing you can look for, and that's one thing I noticed. I started feeling after that phase. I started feeling like, okay, I'm getting these in more than one area. It's not just one area. So what budding looked like for me may look different for you, but for me, budding looked like random locks would have a bud, one single bud or two buds in them randomly. It would be somewhere in the middle, somewhere in the back, maybe one in the front, but it wasn't able to be seen from plain sight. Like no one could see it, but I could feel it. And it just felt very swollen and pregnant and fat and full and squishy. It felt like a little squishy toy. Like you just wanted to like just squish it and squish it and squish it. Like I'm squishing my hair right now. Like it just made you want to squeeze it. And you would think of it as a pregnant lock. It had like a little bump bulge to it, while the rest of the hair was just nice and straight, super straight. There would just be that bulge or that bubble or that pregnant bump randomly, and it wouldn't be the entire lock. It'd just be in one area, maybe the ends, maybe the middle. You couldn't, it didn't, every lock did something different, so it was hard to like track it. But before I knew it, there were many of them, and that was the most exciting part because again, in the beginning, like you kind of feel like you're looking at it, you're not doing nothing, and you may feel like, should I give up? Maybe this is not for me. You kind of second guess yourself. And, it was at that moment, like, you know what? This is for me. This is working. Like, through all the ugly phases and all well, I didn't even get to the ugly phases at that point, but all the uncomfortable ones I had already at that part, like, it was a red flag. It was a green flag. It was working. So, I wish I could experience that part again, but I can't now. But I really wish I could go back and have that experience. That journey was so cool. Like now I'm fully grown out here. It's like it's just out of control, doing what they want to do. It's wild, it's reckless, it's disrespectful. It does what they want to do. I'm joking. Doesn't do what they want to do, but that was a precious moment. Like just watching the progress from day 1 to day 30 to day 60, 90, etc., etc., etc. The budding phase was the best. The budding phase let me know it was working. For those people out there that feel like when they see budding, they panicked, I don't understand that, but what I'm going to suggest or guess is, I guess people who see budding in their locks and they panic and think something is wrong, I guess they didn't do their research. Because if you've done your research in the journey, you already know that budding is a part of the journey. That's how you know your locks are getting stronger. They're doing what they're supposed to do. They're locking up. Like that's the first sign. You get buds in your hair, little small pregnant knots or rocks or bumps or swollen areas, while the rest of it is not swollen. That's the first sign that you know that your hair is progressing in the journey from the initial baby starter lock stages. So for people to be panicking at that time frame, I guess it would just be maybe people didn't do their research, or maybe people thought the texture hair they had, it was going to do something different. I don't really have much to say about that, but for me, I was excited, you know, about the whole budding phase, you know, because before I knew it, it's like every time I woke up and the next day, it's like there were more and there were more, and I couldn't take count of all of them. Like there was so many that I couldn't say how many I actually had. Like there was so many of them that before I knew it, they were long rods like this. They were long, full pieces. Like I kind of like missed when they started fully forming. I just woke up and they were like fully formed. They were like everywhere, and it was like, dang. Like I wish I could go back and look at pictures and videos and catch it mid growth. I know that sounds weird, but when you get on the journey, you'll understand what I'm talking about. But I love the budding phase. It just reassured me that I was making the right decision. I was doing the right thing. So I'm saddened to hear that people were panicked and having anxiety about the budding phase. I definitely didn't. I don't think anyone should, you know. It's definitely a green flag. It's definitely a good thing. If you're experiencing budding, which is, you know, squishy little rocks or not fillings inside the lock, sometimes it protrudes out the lock to look really big and full and plump and quote unquote pregnant. And when you see that, it's like it's a sign that your locks is doing the right thing. Like they're doing what they were meant to do. Like it's a great thing. I'm like, wow. If I could do it all over again, I definitely would. But yeah, I don't see the reason for anyone to panic about it. It's a great thing. It means your locks are doing the right thing. So there's nothing wrong with the budding phase. The budding phase is for you. The budding phase means you're doing something right. Your locks got the sign, your locks got the message, and they're doing what they're supposed to do. So that's the best part about that. Now, what does budding actually mean? Again, budding actually means, you know, your locks are transitioning from your straight, loose, natural curly hair, whatever kind of hair texture you may have. Your locks are literally transitioning from the hair you had to the hair you want. So when you're getting buds all throughout the locks, you know, or all around the locks, like it's just the first step of many steps for it to be fully locked from the root down to the end. Well, not the root. The roots are never, ever, ever, ever locked. As you can see here, I have some new growth here. This is where all of my growth comes from. So this will never lock. But again, anywhere from the shaft all the way up in the beginning stages, you can have buds in any of these areas. And when you see the buds, you're going to know them. They're going to be full, fat, juicy, plump, looking like a greasy burger out of nowhere. They're going to be very, very relevant and noticeable at some points. Sometimes you won't be able to see them, you'll be able to feel them. But it's a great stage. If I can go back again, I wish I could like get a video of me and that moment. Matter of fact, I think I do have a short video of me in that moment too. When I first saw my buzz, I feel like I have it on Instagram. No, I have it here on YouTube. There's a short video of here of me on YouTube 5-6 years ago, and it shows me in my stylist house getting my hair retwisted, and it shows you her saying, "Oh no, girl, there's something here." Like there's a whole audio short, I think even a regular length video out there. But if you know, you know, you gotta go find that video. Definitely go find that video. But at the end of the day, don't stress. It's everyone. It's all of us. It's not just you, sis. It's not just you, bros. All of us. We all went through it. It's not just one hair texture. We all go through the budding phase, and the budding phase is great. It's okay, and it's a sign that it's going the right way. You've done nothing wrong. You've done everything right. You've done it so right. You saw the first sign that it's going right. You're getting buds. They feel like little spitballs. Feel like little rocks, little pebbles. Thought your locks. You know, they may be in one lock, maybe at the end, the middle, the shaft. Next thing you know, they're in all the locks. And then all of a sudden you wake up and they're fully formed. You just missed the part where the buds just fully formed. They just fully formed. But that's my piece, y'all. That's definitely my piece. I enjoyed talking about the budding phase because it was the best part of the journey for me. Because again, it gave me reassurance. It let me know things were okay. It gave my stylist educated me prior, so I already knew what to expect. You know, when she saw before I did, so I'm like, amazing. The ugliness was worth it. You know, the stress was worth it. Everything was worth it. You know, what actually mattered was the patience and the time, and the budding phase again. You'll appreciate it when you go through it. If you decide to go on a live journey, you'll appreciate the budding phase, because before you know, it's gone, it's over, and you can't catch nothing, but you can't recap nothing unless you have like a video or pictures of something to go rewind the capsule, because once it's over, it's over. But I say all this to say, sometimes the stage, feels messy. Sometimes it feels like, oh, I can't control it. If you are in that phase, and when it feels like I can't control it again, it's a good thing. It's not meant to be controlled. It's the foundation and the structure being, set up to lay the blueprint for what you want later. So those messy, frustrating days and moments, that you can't control it, that's you're here taking control, doing what it's supposed to do, and it's okay. It's okay. It all proves that the journey is working, and that's all you wanted from day one. That's all you wanted from the get-go, was to know that the journey could work for you, that you can get through to have regular long locks or short locks or wigs or sister locks or you know um instant locks, whatever it is you want. You only did this to get to that point. But that's my piece, y'all. Good night. Have a great one. This was talking about the budding phase, what actually mattered. And what actually mattered out here was, knowing that time and patience is going to get me there, and, seeing the results, having someone confirm the results for you, and just knowing that you're doing the right thing, you're at the right place at the right time, and it's your journey, it's your moment, and it will happen if you don't mess it up and do anything. It will happen. It will flourish. It will do what it do, as I've been saying from day one. So I'm out of here. Have a great night. If you heard anything, sometimes the stage and the lock journey, it can feel really messy and weird. But if you're getting buds in your locks, it's proving that it's working. So no matter what you did, bad or ugly, it's working. Love that moment, embellish on that moment, dive in that moment, be with that moment, have fun with that moment, because you ain't going to get it again. That's going to be the last time you're going to see that. It's going to be over real quick. So enjoy it. Have a great one, y'all. Talk to you guys in a few weeks. Peace.